And we're back again with another Four Nights at the Apocalypse chapter. Don't worry, it's short. After all, we just got through the Fairy King's Forest arc, or rather the Fairy Realm arc, and now we're taking things very slowly. In the last chapter, we got some villain buildup, so let's focus back on the heroes. If you like the anime Underworld and want more material to cover on this channel, well, I'm always open for new possibilities. We got Seven Deadly Sins, Fairy Tale, Hell of a Boss, Has Been Hotel. We got a lot, and we are expanding. So let me know what you want to see. We start off this chapter with 155 back together, starting in Leonis. In this, we see Meliodas has summoned Anne and Donnie back from their mission back to the kingdom for one very specific reason, because someone wants to meet them. Anne and Donnie are rightfully suspicious about who would want to see them. After all, they don't have lives. But then we see it. Naciens has returned and made it to the kingdom of Leonis. Wow, that was a short trip. Everyone is excited to see him, but also Naciens mentions that there is someone else there to see them too. Anne and Don are in shock and awe. Meliodas and Elizabeth are smiling. I mean, Meliodas has been through this before, because Percival is back. Taller than ever. Anne and Donnie are both shocked, looking in disbelief, and then mixed emotions. Crying, and then a little bit of heartbreak from the way Anne is looking. Donnie is so excited to see Percival, crying his heart off, calling him a bastard, and still just hugging the ever-loving crap out of him. And like many of us, Donnie is surprised that Percival got tall. I am so gonna miss short Percival. He was so enjoyable. It's gonna be hard trying to get used to the new tall guy. But just because Percival got taller doesn't mean that Donnie didn't have to try and show off. After all, he tried showing off his muscles, showing that he grew another way. But all Percival noticed is just that the shade part that he hit with that arrow that one time is gone. Never change, Donnie. Never change. But we change back to Anne, who looks like she's not happy. But she's mixed. She demands an apology. She cries out that he has no idea how long she's been crying and what Percival has left for them to carry onward for 2 years. I gotta admit, that is kind of a dick move, Percival. At least with Meliodas, he was fighting his dad. But you were gone and you were still technically watching them. What were you doing? Percival walks over and gives Anne a much needed hug, saying he is sorry. Oh, and for any Nacien and Percival shippers, did this trigger you? I'm wondering. Anne basically accepts the embrace, crying, and everyone is starting to have the feels. And shocker, it's gonna be a little bit of a while until it's time to actually forgive them. I mean, come on, man. You were gone for 2 years and yet you still knew about everything. It's not gonna be easy. Deciding to change the subject very quickly, Percival decides to show them a secret, something that Donnie and Naciens did not know about. He decides to show them that Naciens can fly now. That's right, he can fly now. Reminding them that they're still there, everyone is surprised that Naciens can fly, especially Elizabeth and Meliodas, because Naciens points out that his parents are the giant king and queen, which makes the royal couple all the more surprised to find out that Naciens is the firstborn child that was swapped out 18 years ago. Deanne was in a depressive state when that happened, and now everyone is pretty much okay with it now. If you want to know what happened, go check it out on my other videos. Meliodas wants to know what happened with his old buddy King, but Percival says that they had some trouble with Warlandane, part of Arthur's 4 evils, who tried stealing the Drug of Yore. They had to team up with the Fairy King to beat her, but she made it off with it in the end. Meliodas and Elizabeth are shocked to hear that name. Donnie asks, the 4 evils, is that Beltrup guy we fought there back there too? You mean the menace who hurt Growther real bad? Huh? How do you know that? Yeah, Percival. Seriously, stop it. Meliodas says Warlandane. They've heard that name somewhere. But Elizabeth says that Merlin mentioned it a long time ago. And in a ballsy move, they decide to postpone the news about it tomorrow. No, No, you don't hold back important information like that for tomorrow. You have time. Tell us. Tell us. And that was chapter 155. It's a slow start because we are at the beginning of a new chapter. We need some build up. We need some new character moments. We just need a little bit of a break from the whole action thing. We had a lot of fights going on, but the last arc, it ended up on a good note, but now we need to slowly build up to the next one. But what is going to happen? Where is Tristan Leonis? Where is Percival and his group going to go now? We're going to have to find out soon. If you like 7 Deadly Sins, comment down below. Tell me what you thought about this chapter and what do you hope will happen next.